Namaste. For some time, I have been thinking about talking about Manusmriti, about sharing what's written in Manusmriti with the Hindus at large. The very first thought that came to me when I was producing this video was why in English and why not in Hindi? The reason is simple that a lot of Hindi speaking people can easily read and understand Manusmriti in its context. But many English speakers, like probably you, are unable to understand the real meanings of Sanskrit words, right? So for them, I thought that okay, let's say something about Manusmriti, about my understanding. I am not a sadhu, I am not a sant, I am not a Sanskrit scholar, but I have a deep curiosity about Manusmriti. But why Manusmriti? Why not say Ramayana or Mahabharata? The reason is simple that over the years I've seen so much of abuses being heard upon general castes and Brahmins in particular by people who profess to be social justice warriors that oh my god, Brahmins have written a terrible granth like Manusmriti, which says so unspeakable things about the Shudras and all. And over the thousands of years, Brahmins have done unspeakable atrocities on Shudras and Dalits and this and that. And every time I heard this, every time I read this, my response would be okay, I would accept your accusations, but are there any primary sources? There aren't any. Whatever cases that these gentlemen throw upon us, they are second hand or third hand or fourth hand. There are no primary evidences about Brahmins actually, you know, oppressing the Dalits or the Shudras. And then the second question was, oh, Manusmriti has written this, Manusmriti has written this about women and scheduled castes and this. So my thing was that, okay, let me read Manusmriti and let me interpret, or should I say, let me translate into what I've read in Manusmriti into English so that everybody knows about it. So here I am talking about Manusmriti, but here there are several things that need to be said. Number one, Manusmriti is attributed to Swayambhuv Manu. Swayambhuv Manu is supposed to be to be mind-born son, yeah, of Daksh Prajapati, who's also called as Purush, or also called as Brahma. And this Manu, Swayambhuv Manu, lived several thousands years or maybe lakhs of years ago. Okay. Now, ever since he delivered Manusmriti, which is a series of lectures actually, there have been severe changes in India's history and sociology. Many invaders have come, many invaders have burnt our books, tried to destroy our civilization, and over the years, a lot of valuable text has been lost to us permanently. Also, many interested parties, many interested individuals have kind of distorted whatever is written in Manusmriti according to their own interests. So, whatever has come to us is not really very accurate. Okay. Besides, there have been several commentators on Manusmriti. So, for example, if I would say that currently there are the two most known commentators on Manusmriti are number one Kuluk Bhatt and the second one is Megha-Tithi. Now, both these commentators, Kuluk Bhatt and Megha-Tithi, they lived around 1000 years ago. Okay, but Manusmriti was delivered several thousands years back. So what happens in the gap area? We don't know. And but thanks to these two gentlemen, they have kind of revived Manusmriti and given to us in whatever shape or form it is in. So we will have to go by whatever is available to us, but at the same time we should be very careful that much of it, Manusmriti, a significant portion of Manusmriti may have been distorted. We don't know what part. But even this problem has been solved in some part by another commentator. His name is Mr. Surendra Kumar, and he wrote his own interpretation of Manusmriti in the 1980s and pointed out the verses which were apparently prakshipt. Prakshipt means interpolated or injected into it, but I won't get into that. Now let's get back to Manusmriti per se. So Manusmriti is not written by Maharshi Manu. Maharshi Manu or Swayambhu Manu gives a series of lectures to his favorite disciple Maharshi Bhrigu, and Maharshi Bhrigu then delivers these lectures to a group of assembled rishis who have come to him for guidance on what are the various duties of all the Varnas, Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra, as well as those people who are outside these four Varnas. So this is a series of lectures, and Lord Manu or Swayambhu Manu doesn't say that it must be done. He says that it should be done, right? And over the years, Manusmriti has become the guiding light for millions of Hindus about their conduct. So basically in Manusmriti you'll find 2 or 3 kinds of lectures. One is about the origin of this entire universe. The second thing is what are the duties of the 4 Varnas, right? And the third part is also about what are the duties of a normal human being and his family, right? Basically these are the 3 things that are there in Manusmriti. But as I said, I mean, the Manusmriti that we have today has been distorted, and the original Manusmriti has been lost. Many people have injected several verses which don't seem to belong to the original Manusmriti. So we'll have to go by whatever is available for us. Okay, so I give a pause to the first part of my lecture on Manusmriti. I won't say a lecture, but I would say that it is the introduction to Manusmriti. And over the next few months or days or weeks, I will not just talk about Manusmriti, but also talk about Sanskrit and Ved and the various parts of Ved, so that you can get to understand Manusmriti in its correct context. That's it for now. It's going to be an 8-minute long video, so kindly bear with me. And if you want to support me in any way, you can make donations to SwayamT at OKICICI, and that would help me in funding this particular exercise, because I believe that every exercise, everything that is related to Hinduism or Hindu thought should be funded, because I can't keep on dipping into my pocket to bring out such videos. So I hope you understand. Thank you very much, and namaste.